Hey guys, welcome back to the YKB, Why Keep the Box Collecting, where we immediately destroy the value of our figures by releasing them from their plastic and cardboard prisons. I got you something here nice today. I got you the last Ronin Donnie, NightWatch Donnie. I think we're gonna like this. I got this at Target. No, correct that. I got this from Walmart for the standard NECA turtle price point. I think we're gonna like this. Let's see if you should leave this on store shelves or if you should put this on your shelves. Let's take it to the table and see. So let's look at the box here. For the most part, this is the standard kind of Last Ronin box, or I should say NECA box for the most part. A great art design, great up close if you want to use it like in a bookshelf or something. Legally or not legalese, word phrases, extra pictures of the figure, standard Last Ronin thing. Once you open it up, you get a good picture. It looks like an actual picture of it. And a standard figure. What do you call it, his hat come off? I don't know, but I think this is just a little better design from the previous one. I say better, it's really just optional for the most part. I'll get into that later, but I think it looks pretty good. Box looks pretty. It all works. So let's open this up and see what's inside. Let's take a good look at the figure here. For the most part, it looks like just the kind of the same reuse of the last Donnie we got, with a little bit of difference. So let's get into these accessories. So let's look at these accessories. So two action poses, karate hands, chopping hands. Looks pretty good. Semi-grip hands. Donnie likes to get handsy. And two staff holding hands. Looks all maybe a little bit rushed on the paint job, but looks good. Donnie screaming ahead. Looks nice. And it's articulated. Can the top come off? It can, but ooh, hole in the head. Maybe I kind of wished he had a little bit of a unhelmeted head, head. And here's the staff. Looks like just reused from the previous staff because you can see it has the Ralph um thing on it in memory of Ralph. Spoiler alert. Let's look at the figure. For the most part, I see a lot of reuse here, but good reuse. It's looking pretty clean. They changed, obviously, this from purple to red. It's the same. Looks like this is the same, but I think they put it on the other arm. This is new. Maybe they took it from one of the brothers. I think Mikey had the gauntlet wrapped thing. The back looks like the same, just not painted. Legs look to be the same, including the knee pads. They didn't paint the knee pads back then, but they did on this one. Maybe they were planning to do it. And the head's a good head sculpt. It looks like they didn't go with the cap on the top. They just went with the peg in it, which I guess it's decent, but I would prefer unstaffed head. So all in all, I think this is pretty good reuse to get you a different looking figure that looks nice. So now that I have it here, let's do some articulation. Pretty standard NECA, I would say, at least for the turtles. Arms bend, twist, fist, knees, ankle twist, waist swivel, head. Head moved pretty good, but this is the standard NECA try and true. It works. Let's get to some height comparisons and sizing. First off, he looks like he's a little bit over 6, and from shoulder to shoulder, not including armor, it looks like 2.5. First up, let's do some G.I. Joe Classified. There's a G.I. Joe Classified Stalker, customized of course, and here is a Roadblock. Looks like pretty good, looks like he'll match pretty good. Here's a Star Wars Black Series, and a McFarlane Spawn. Looking pretty good. Next up, we got Marvel Legends, Iron Man, and we have a Marvel Legends Thor, or Ragnarok, you know what I mean. It's looking pretty good. It looks like it can scale properly. Next up, let's get into some loyal subjects. There's an Aang, followed up by loyal subjects, Donnie. Look pretty good together. Here's a Master of the Universe collab. And the rest of these, just for lack of better choice, are just going to be all Donnies. Just in case if y'all wanted to know how he scales up. And because I forgot, here's just an SH Figure Arts. You know, ninjas gotta stick together. And last but not least, the original Donnie from the last Ronin. Obviously, this Donnie comes with a little bit more than this previous Donnie comes with a little bit more than his predecessor. But for the most part, I think it looks good. Right here, you can kind of see the differences. Why not? Let's bring that in. We'll see the differences real quick. So right here, obviously, you can see the difference in his mask. This one comes off and doesn't have the hole in the head. Also gives him that weird neck thing, so they got rid of that over here. He has his clan's insignia on the original one. But let's just talk about the difference. Right here, he has the wrist guard thing, which he has on the other hand. This hand's like a boxing hand, where this one has the wraps and stuff. For the most part, is just almost all reuse, but good reuse, good reuse. For the most part, I think this is a good pickup. If you're a fan of the last Ronin, this looks great. It'll do great in any collection. I feel like it improves on the original concept just with a little bit of paint, because I didn't really like. I know it's based off the comic where him and Shredder go and try to do the ceasefire or whatever, but I I really wanted a Donnie that matched the rest of the turtles. And with this line coming out where they all have the same kind of armor set, I think I might get that here, especially with the whole red and gray look. It just it makes it unique on the shelf. So for more reviews, come to the YKB. I'm out, y'all.